Ask Nana, I swear. Call her up right now. I am not wrong.
You want me to call Nana right now?
Should we do a little voice in?
I don't know.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her she's on here.
I can't not tell her. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
No, because then when she... Hello guys, and welcome back to Those Who Trust. We're so happy to have you guys with us today, especially for this episode. We're lucky enough to be filming or get to post this episode the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, very excited.
We're going to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving and what we're thankful for and just have a fun, chill episode today. So thanks for tuning in.
I feel like they're usually pretty fun and chill, though. I mean,
they
usually,
are,
for the most part.
Sometimes it can get serious.
Well, that's true. That's true. So, all right. Well, thank you again for being here. And, all right, what's our two questions?
All right, we still have our icebreaker
questions. First of all,
questions.
I think I need to address the elephant in the room. Some people probably didn't even recognize your co-host today because I'm wearing my glasses.
Wow.
See, makes a huge. It's literally it's probably giving like Clark Kent, Superman kind of vibes here, right?
No, it's not.
But, no,
good.
You don't think so? No, I just whenever it's cloudy, like I don't wear my contacts. I'll just wear my glasses just to give my eyes a break from my contacts. So
I have noticed something when I've been wearing my glasses.
What?
Like I can't.
Did you see better?
Well, yes, but like then when I have them off, I feel like my sight's getting worse. Is that like such a thing?
It is because your eyes get dependent on your glass. Yeah.
And I'm not liking that very much.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I don't want to wear contacts, so. Yeah, that's just the dilemma I'm in at the moment.
Well, I wouldn't call it a dilemma,
the menu
but
at Blendspot today. I had to like go up to the counter and practically like look.
Did you not have your glasses with you?
Not on at the moment.
But,
I
mean,
usually
you had
only wear them like around school and at school because I need them for each class.
When did you go to Blendspot?
Oh, so our student.
They are not a sponsor, by the way.
Our student council meeting got over like earlier this morning. It like started at 7:35 and it ended at 7:45. So me and Hayden looked at each other.
10-minute student council meeting.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you literally left the school.
Mr. Kiefer wasn't there to talk. Braden was just like taking over the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's the president. He should, but I'm just saying like and we didn't really have much to talk about. But
why did you even have a meeting?
I don't know, because we didn't have one the last week, so we kind of needed one. I don't know. I
was just curious because like you're off the rest of the week for Thanksgiving, so I
know.
didn't even know why you needed a meeting.
I kind of wish we had one last week and not this week, but whatever.
Or maybe next week as you get back into the.
Yes, whatever. You just let me finish my story.
Oh,
so anyway,
sorry. Okay.
We ended at 7:45. Braden was like, "Okay, you guys are done." Like, sorry, I knew this would be a short meeting. So me and Hayden looked at each other. We have that like twin telepathy thing, and we were like, Blendspot. And yeah, we did that and literally.
You just ditched your brother in the Commons, or what?
Well, he sits in.
Because he left to go early with you for this meeting, and he
sits in my car while I'm in the meeting anyway.
He stays outside in the car?
Yeah, and then he comes in whenever he wants to, or when he sees his friends come in.
Why didn't he just come in and sit in the Commons?
And if he was out in the car when we went out there, we would have invited him, but he already went in to go to the bathroom or something, he said.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I asked him this morning.
Okay. Yeah. Just curious, little backstory.
We went to Blendspot and came back right at 8. Like, perfect time for school. Tried something new off the winter menu. And then me and Hayden had a bet, and she won the bet like a while ago, so I owed her Starbucks or like some kind of drink, so I just paid for hers too.
Wasn't that sweet?
Yeah, I
so what's this winter menu? Aren't these are basically like, I mean, they're just mixed, like, mixed drinks sounds bad, sorry. They're like powder mixed drink, they're like powder flavorings and stuff, right?
They're supposed to be healthy, but I really don't know what's in them.
Well, that would...
being honest.
Shouldn't you know what's in them?
They don't make me feel bad when I drink them, and as far as I know, they don't have as much caffeine as like an Alani or something, so once in a while I don't mind doing that.
Well, fair point then. All right, good. Well, shout out to
sometimes you just gotta have a treat every once in a while. I love Blendspot.
You gotta treat yourself.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. What's our two opening questions for today?
So our questions for today are, of course, Thanksgiving themed, like this whole episode.
Oh.
So our fun question. And I have not.
Sometimes we'll go over these beforehand.
Yeah, we didn't go.
We didn't. We're just like, let's just wing it. I did anyway. I know she's probably seen them, but I haven't seen them. So this is completely, like, first time I'm hearing these questions here.
Yeah. So our fun question is: if you could build the perfect Thanksgiving plate, what's on it?
The perfect Thanksgiving plate?
Yes.
Well, for me, that's pretty easy. Noodles, mashed potatoes, and I guess probably turkey, and maybe a little bit of ham.
Okay.
And a roll. I mean, that's super basic, but that's my go-to plate.
I'm going to say something very controversial.
Are we going to talk about desserts too, or no?
Okay, we'll do that after we say our main.
All right, deal.
Okay,
All right.
good idea. I'm going to say something very controversial. I'm not...
Controversial?
Yes, I'm not a huge fan of Thanksgiving foods. They're very bland.
I can see that.
And one, I feel like our Thanksgiving, like personally, like our families, like nothing against our families, like food and stuff. I love our food. But like I feel like compared to like other people's, we don't have as much exotic stuff.
Exotic?
Like,
define exotic Thanksgiving food.
Like I feel like we have the most bland things. Rolls, noodles, meat,
I feel like
a veggie and cracker tray. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty basic Thanksgiving fare, right? We don't do cranberry sauce.
Yeah, but like a bunch of people at school are talking about how they have like green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole. Those are two things I really want to try. Never tried those. Especially when I was little.
You could make sweet potato casserole.
I could try it. When I was little, I used to go to Thanksgiving and not eat like anything.
And
I've gotten better, but it's still not my favorite.
And Grams makes green bean casserole because Mommy and Aunt Kate like it.
Yeah, but
I thought
they already like ate by the time we get there. And
we're
full
true.
from our lunch.
No, that's
so
a
I
fair
usually
point.
don't eat
That's
there.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
So anyway, I went on a rabbit trail there. Point being, if I had to pick the perfect plate
for Thanksgiving.
What?
I'm just joking. Sorry, you said rabbit trail.
It would be noodles, turkey, what I had last year, and then whatever vegetable there is, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. It depends what options are there, but
yeah, and it depends.
It's kind of all just bland to me.
It also depends on what family shows up and who brings what.
I'm more of a Christmas food gal.
Yeah, we're making corn casserole this year.
Corn casserole's not too bad, but
I love it because it's very similar to cornbread. It's very good. At least it gives me cornbread vibes anyway. I love corn casserole.
Is it mushy on the
Sweet
inside?
Corn casserole. A little bit. I mean, that's the only
thanks.
difference there. Okay, calm down. That's the only difference there with cornbread. Cornbread's drier, but corn casserole, sweet corn casserole or whatever is, you've got some of that same mix in there, but it's like it's more like a casserole. Like there's anyway.
You know what I do always love seeing on Thanksgiving though? The same thing I see every year is Aunt Annie's Jell-O.
Aunt Annie's Jell-O?
Yes, I just love it. It was just with all the other like actual like meal foods like
I'm gonna look that up.
non-desserts.
It's
just her Jell-O sitting there, and I just love it.
I know
that
she
said that's
said
all my cousin will eat. Is just a plate of Jell-O. I'm looking that up
right now. I know she said she was bringing rolls.
Oh, she's definitely bringing Jell-O.
Shoot, sorry, that was really right in your guys' ear, wasn't it? I apologize.
Nana said she's bringing Jell-O.
She is bringing the Jell-O?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all Bowen eats. He just eats a plate full of Jell-O for his Thanksgiving meal.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Well, it's Thanksgiving. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. So, desserts. We're going to talk about desserts.
Go ahead.
I don't know who makes it with our family, but chocolate, it's like pudding pie or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
the like chocolate lasagna type thing?
No. I mean, it's like an actual pie with some type of pie crust or a graham cracker crust, but it's basically pudding, kind of. But it's just chocolate pudding in it. Okay, chocolate pudding. Like it's just chocolate pudding in the shape of a pie. Like I love that. So, and then I'm generally a fan of most sweets anyway. So I'm usually pretty good at that.
I feel like there's never any specific sweets that we always have.
Yeah, true. It's kind of hit and miss.
It's just kind of whatever.
I think one year we made a trifle layered, like pudding, brownies, whipped cream, and then you layer more. Yeah.
Should I try pumpkin pie this year?
I think you should.
Just for fun. Never had it.
Pumpkin pie, I like it okay, but it's rarely my go-to. I'm more of a chocolate kind of person, so. But I could do that too.
We'll see.
We'll split a piece right in half.
Okay, deal.
All right, what's the next question? Here's our deep question.
What is something you once took for granted that you now recognize as a profound blessing, and how did that shift in perspective happen?
Something that we once took for granted, but now we recognize as a blessing.
I feel like the first thing that comes to my mind is maybe like family time. I feel like when I'm younger, at least, I'm always like have to be entertained, but now I could just sit on the couch and just talk to like family and friends. Like I'd rather do that than like run around or hang out and play. You know what I mean? Just like that actual like bonding, talking family time. I think I used to take that for granted, but now I enjoy that. And how did that shift? How did that shift in perspective happen? I would just say is growing up.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So, this is like I said, first time hearing this question, so this is kind of random. But growing up, I went to a very small school, grade school, middle school, or very small rural school. Shout out to Prairie View, not PVO. I went before they consolidated with Ogden, so just Prairie View, Royal and Flatville, and the rural areas in between. And so my class consists of like 20 kids, right? Our entire school, 4 classes was, we were lucky to have, 70 kids plus, right? Very, very small school. So at the time, it's all I knew, kind of took it for granted because it just is the way it was, right? Well, then as I get older and everybody moves into the same high school, St. Joe Ogden High School, and then the class, your class is about 100 kids. It's a lot bigger, a lot more to get used to, and then you move on to Parkland or wherever, right? And everything's just bigger, bigger, bigger. So you kind of look back like, man, it was a real blessing to go to a small school where your whole class was pretty tight because it was just 20 of you or so. You got to know everybody really well. You grew up like the same class, grew up everybody together, right, in the same class every single year. Because you guys going through a bigger school, every year you could have a different class, right, as you're coming up. Now high school's different, obviously, but going through grade school, middle school, it's like, oh, who do you have in your class this year? Well, every year for 8 years, it was the same kids in my class.
Yeah.
So took it for granted then, but you look back, that was a real blessing because I'm still close with several of those people today,
That's really cool.
So yeah, anyway, that's kind of cool. And as far as
Good
perspective
answer.
goes, when did that change as you got older and realized that small hometown kind of feel for your small class was actually a good thing,
Right.
So anyway, yeah, good questions. Great questions.
I like those.
Feel free to post in the comments with your answers if you want to jump in on the fun.
All right, we're going to get into it. I'm going to hit you on the spot with just a couple fun questions. See if you can pull anything from the back of your head. What would you say your favorite family
Thanksgiving
tradition
questions?
is? Yes,
Thanksgiving questions?
around
Oh,
Thanksgiving. Okay. What is your favorite family tradition?
I don't...
And have things changed for you as obviously you've had kids and have you gotten older?
As far as Thanksgiving goes, not a ton. It's always fun. I love as our family has grown. So I guess that's the big thing that's changed is my cousins, all of us have our own families now. So the family gatherings get bigger, right? And a little bit wilder because of all the kids and stuff. But I love that. That's wonderful. I don't know that we specifically, other than just getting together as a family and my brother and his family coming home for Thanksgiving, I don't know that we really have any specific traditions other than that, getting together. So, I guess you could call that a tradition, but there's nothing like, super specific that we do on Thanksgiving other than outside of just getting together, which I love. That's one of the things that I have really enjoyed as I've gotten older and as my cousins have gotten older, that we've gotten closer and our relationships have matured and we're able to talk, adulting things and just kind of watch our kids grow and talk about each other's kids. And, it's pretty cool. So
I feel like your side of the family, like the Kreider's specifically, over the last few years have gotten a little closer because of
I think so too. Well, for the most part.
Granddad was getting older. We were doing those summer, what do we call them, like Kreider gatherings.
Get-togethers, yeah.
Get-togethers. So like a Sunday a month or something, we'd all come together. Because on previous years, like we only saw each other on Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve.
Like and then Easter. Although we were super quick hit on Easter because then we would go over to.
So we never really saw all those people. So I feel like the last couple of years when we've gotten together more than just those 2 times.
Yeah.
Like Grayson's gotten closer with the little cousins, which has been really sweet.
Yes.
We've just gotten closer and talked with everyone and played games and just had more fun. So I do enjoy like getting together on Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve even more now because I feel closer to those people. So.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, Grayson's been talking all week about playing farm toys with his cousin, and I love that. That's so cool.
Which is precious.
Very, very exciting.
I would say for me, I know when I was younger, this Wednesday through Saturday was my favorite time of the year ever because we did the same
more
thing
than Christmas
every year. I don't know about that,
okay.
But just like obviously, I'm still excited to see my cousins when they come home. They live in Missouri. If you guys, for a little context, we only see them a couple times a year. But like when we were younger, like I literally could not wait. Not that I can't wait now, but just as you get older, it's just like different.
Well, and when Bentley and Bowen were younger,
yeah,
because everybody would do like Black Friday shopping early in the morning, they would come spend the night.
Yes, that was my
which
favorite
was
thing too.
A blast.
And then we'd wake up on that Saturday morning after Thanksgiving and do Hanging of the Greens, which is like where we decorate the church for Christmas.
Yep.
And they would come along and we make homemade donuts. Just when you're little, like this time of year, it just feels so different.
Yeah.
It's sad how much it changes. Not that I don't enjoy those things anymore, but I'm just realizing how just those things are like kind of, I don't know.
So how is that? So for you, getting older, How has that changed for you? Better, worse? Like, how has it changed the feel of the holiday?
It hasn't gotten worse. That sounds extreme, but I feel like it's not as special, if that makes sense.
Not as special.
Okay, that sounds
or a different
really
kind of special.
A different kind of special,
okay,
maybe.
Right,
like, I feel like when I was younger, like, I just didn't have a care in the world. Like, I was so present in the moment. But, like, I feel like as you get older, it's like I don't feel like I'm there as much. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain that.
Like, not there in the moment? Or, like, what do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I'm just, as a little kid, I'd be running around with Bentley and Bowen and playing and hanging out. And we just been, like, I never knew what the plan was.
You just went with the flow?
Throughout that weekend, I just went with the flow. I just did stuff. We had fun. But now it's like as I get older, like on Friday, I have to work. On Saturday morning, I have to work. Does that make sense?
Wait, Friday you have to work?
Yes, we talked about this.
Oh, that's right. The afternoon. Well, That's because they gave you some extra hours.
Which is, like, fine. I'm not complaining about this stuff. It's just, getting older. It's just
different, yeah.
You just have to think about those things. Like, I've got homework to do over break. It's just, like, so many things kind of pile on over that.
And plus, I wouldn't necessarily, your personality has changed a little bit, although maybe that's the case a little bit. But you've matured. So it's like, used to be, you would be able to go with the flow. Hey, I'm playing with my cousins. I'm hanging out. Who cares what's going on? We'll just go with the flow and do whatever. Like, I'm not quite sure it's possible for you to even go with the flow anymore. Because no, I'm not saying that as a dig. I promise. Because of the way that you've grown up and matured, like, you are very structured. Like, I want to plan. I want to know what's happening. I want to be able to know, like, hey, what's our, I want to plan out meals. I want to know what the schedule is. What are we doing? Who are we hanging out with? When are we going? Like, I want to just have a plan. And that is your mother to a T. Like, that's how she used to be too. It's just a plan. Let's plan things out. Let's get things together. Whereas I am fly by the seat of my pants. Like, that's just kind of how I'm wired.
And I am trying to work on that a little bit. But I think because of that, like, personality change, I think that's why the holidays are a different kind of special. Definitely not less special. I want to take that back. They're definitely still special. It's just like, it's different when you get older. It just really is. And I'm super excited for this upcoming Thanksgiving and this Christmas, and just the season. The holidays in general are just like my favorite. They just make me, I don't know, feel so good. I just love it, being around everyone, just the vibes all around. I mean, everyone can say that, but it definitely changes when you get older. I've realized the past couple of years, like, we'd obviously be running around the basement with cousins constantly. Nana would be yelling at us to quiet down or just stop doing this, go outside. Oh, it's cold, but whatever. But, like, now, like, me, and I think even Bentley's gotten this way too. Bentley is my cousin who's also my age. Like, we could just sit and talk with the adults, or we could just sit and talk with each other. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But, like,
do you guys stay in? I never think to ask this. Do you guys stay in touch throughout the year? Do you guys text or anything? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
I thought so, but I couldn't.
Super busy too. But it's just funny how things work. Cause Logan and Grayson, like, they're always like, "Oh, you guys are so boring. You don't want to hang out and play with us anymore." But I bet you $20, they will be the same way in a couple of years. You know what I mean? Just willing to sit and, like, I've even seen it in Logan, haven't you?
A little bit. Yeah.
Like, he's gotten way more relaxed and chill and just wants to talk and visit.
Yes, he does. So, but I also love, and I don't know that he'll ever watch this and see it or whatever. So hopefully he's not embarrassed, but Logan and Grayson are 4 years apart, about 4 years apart, right? So Mommy and I knew that there'd come a day when, like both of you are in high school now, Grayson's still in middle school, 5th grade, that 4-year division would maybe not cause issues, but, all of a sudden Logan would be, quote unquote, kind of grown up and maybe grow out of playing toys with his little brother and do stuff, but they still do. I'm not 100% sure how long that's going to last.
I feel like they kind of meet in the middle with that. Like, Grayson's older than his age. Logan kind of goes down with his. Does that make sense?
It does a little bit, yeah.
Like,
no,
Grayson
I get that.
would rather be inside doing, like, older kid stuff than running around the street or something like that.
Well, and that is true.
And sometimes Logan would rather be playing with Grayson than going out and with his friends. Does that make sense? Like, they kind of meet each other in the middle there, which is, like, a total God thing.
Yeah,
like,
that I can understand.
Really
but, like,
good for them.
They still, hang out and play with their, farm stuff inside or Legos or whatever, and they go through spurts, like, it'll be a week of this and then they'll put that all away and then the next week will be something different, or they might play a video game together or whatever. So I just do enjoy that they do still have those spurts of moments together where they still play and hang out and connect that way. So I love that. But
I totally agree. So basically, kind of wrapping up that little topic, I would definitely say, as I've gotten older, my perspective has changed into, like, I don't always have to be entertained during the holidays. Just being,
Oh, that's a good way to
just
put
being like resting and being with family is just so fulfilling and so fun. And I feel like as you get older, it's a different kind of fun. Like obviously, I would not want to sit and talk and do stuff when I was like 5. You know what I mean? Like I'd want to be doing something and be entertained. But now I don't know. I find so much fulfillment in rest and just visiting and spending quality family time. So that's kind of how the holidays have changed for me a bit.
Yeah, and those connections,
definitely a different kind of special.
And those connections as you get older become more and more meaningful.
Right.
So, and family grows and changes, and some family that we used to, they used to come over and hang out. Maybe they go to a different families, or just just things change as you get older. But we really got to cherish those moments where you can connect with family and have those times together. So yeah.
So I have a little personal, deeper question for you. Hopefully it doesn't hit you on the spot. How do you feel about this, or what are your kind of feelings going into this being the first Thanksgiving without Granddad?
Yes.
So just for a little context,
yeah, my granddad passed away 3 months ago.
Gosh, I don't remember.
Feel bad. I don't remember.
I want to say like June. No.
No, I don't think so. I think it's later than that.
I thought it was during the summer.
Just a few months ago, we lost our granddad, so now we only have one surviving grandparent left. Me and Mommy do. So, which is
all my grandparents are still alive.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about mine.
Yeah, I know.
So, my granddad was my last grandparent on my side of the family, and that is tough. I mean, that's very tough. He was always the patriarch of the family and always got everybody together. As far as that's whose house we would go to, and that's who. We would hang around, during harvest and all this kind of. I mean, it would just kind of be. It's one of those things, and But to your point earlier, we did before he went into assisted living, which he absolutely loved for that few months he was there.
Which is so cute.
He loved it. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm bumping the microphone, moving my sleeves around. But he thrived in that environment and just enjoyed it and liked being around people, and kind of, in hindsight, wish he would have made that decision a little bit earlier, because that was a decision he had to make. And so I kind of wish he would have made that decision a little earlier. I think it would have been, even though it was harder for us to go up and visit him because he was a little farther away when he moved up there, he just really enjoyed it. So, but with that being said, we always gathered at Granddad's house for Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas were the 3 big ones. And then again, this past year or two, for those a little bit more often family gatherings and get-togethers just to spend some time with him. I mean, those were good moments. And so these first few holidays without him are going to be a little tough, especially for my dad and my uncle and my aunt. That's going to be tough. So, but that's also why we continue to carry on these family connections. And my cousin and I had this conversation. And I told him, I said, I don't want to stop when Granddad passed away. I said, I don't want to stop getting together. Like, we really have to keep, or you lose that connection, right? Case in point, with my mom's side of the family, when we were young, we would get to, my mom is one of 9 brothers and sisters. 9. That's a boatload of kids, which also means a boatload of grandkids and great-grandkids. And we used to do cookouts when I was growing up at my grandma and grandpa's house, my mom's mom and dad, and we would do cookouts there. I felt like, a dozen times a year we'd be out there. At least it felt like that anyway. All the time we'd be out there, spending time with them and everything. That's a huge family to try to keep track of. So as everybody gets older, all my cousins, everybody just kind of spreads out and does their own thing. And, it's, my grandma's passed, my grandpa passed when I think it was when I was in high school, if I'm not mistaken, freshman year, sophomore year, maybe, I can't remember. But anyway, and so they've been gone a while. But it's like I hardly ever see or talk to my cousins on my mom's side of the family anymore, because there were so many of them and everybody just kind of went off and did their own thing. So I'm looking back at that and I'm like, man, I don't want that to happen with my cousins on my dad's side too. So I talked to my cousin. I said, we need to make a conscious effort to keep these family, at the very least, Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter, keep these family gatherings going, right? And because it's those family connections are, I feel like, so important. Yeah. So we've got church family, we've got friends, we've got neighbors, but those family connections, I feel like, are just important to keep on track. So
I agree. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of change, and I know
Yeah, it changes hard.
It was just kind of like a fear, like, oh my gosh, once Granddad passes away, it's like it's not gonna be the same, obviously.
Right.
So with Nana and Grandpa now in the house redone, things are just different. It feels different. I just don't want that to keep any like family away. So yeah, we are praying that this Thanksgiving will go well and that we'll continue to get together as a family. I'm very excited. There's always new chapters in life, and I feel like we're kind of stepping into one with new traditions, and especially as kids get older, everything's going to change eventually. But yeah,
and someday we'll carry these traditions on when you guys have your families and growing and grandkids, and you know what I mean. Like I haven't really gotten the chance to be like a super cool uncle because my brother lives 7 hours away or 9 hours away or whatever it is in Missouri. And so when we're with them, we try to spend as much time with the boys as we can and do what we can, and everything. And but I haven't really got the chance to be that like super like, hey, I'll go to your games and do this stuff and be a fun uncle like that. But I can tell you right now, unless you guys move off to God knows where, I am ready for my grandpa era. I am built to be a cool grandpa. I feel like I'm already getting the graying beard. Like I'm ready to rock and roll this grandpa thing. I know it's years away. I know it. I know we got some time, but I'm super, super stoked about that when it happens. So in God's timing, of course. So
now I have a question.
Mommy and I were even talking about grandma and grandpa names.
Okay, we don't need to be talking.
You ready?
No, I'm not ready.
Not ready? We kind of made up our minds.
I feel like we talked about this on a not that long ago podcast. I swear.
I don't think so.
I'm getting deja vu.
I think deja vu's it. I don't think people have heard this at all.
I feel like it's not as weird as like, I guess it'd be the same as me like thinking of like kid names.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like literally every girl can relate to having like a notes of like kid names. Girl, boy, whatever.
Yeah. Do you have kid names?
I do.
Do you really?
I do. You literally want me to pull up the note sheet?
You have a note sheet.
I kid you not.
No, you don't have to pull that up. Because if you broadcast it out right now, somebody's going to steal those names. So we'll just...
Okay, I won't find my notes.
You don't have to, But
and you don't have to tell me your names.
No, I want to.
No, then I need to share with you.
What do you think about Papaw?
Names.
You like Papaw?
That's cute. We literally talked about this on this podcast already.
All right, make a comment if we talked about it already, but I don't think we did.
Yes, we did.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Logan and Grayson were talking about uncle names the other day.
Uncle names?
I kid you not.
Uncle Logan and Uncle Grayson. How hard is that?
Or maybe they were talking about grandpa names. I don't know. They were talking about what their kids are going to call each other.
Okay, I am less than 10 years from being a grandpa. They got significantly more time to be grandpas. Why would they think of grandpa names?
Because they're weird like that. Because they're
not even dads yet.
Because they are.
All right, next.
What were we talking
All right,
sorry.
Next.
My question for you. This has been something I don't know, I'm a thinker.
How,
when you got married, how did your family traditions change, and how did you have to navigate that?
That is a tough question.
Was that hard for you guys, or did it come easier?
Well, it became easier, but that was kind of hard. Number one, we were very, very blessed because my parents and Ashley's parents have always gotten along just fine.
We were very blessed
so we literally,
close sides.
Like for Mother's Day and different things, like we will do combined family stuff. And that has been a huge blessing, But it's going to be hard for any parents, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to have, as an in-law, like if your son or daughter gets married, you're going to have that temptation to be a little too much into their business, into their life, want to still be around them all the time, right? And that's not always healthy to do, right? Or you might try to keep your boundaries and keep your distance, but then at the same time be upset, I don't see them as much anymore because they're living out on their own and they're building their own life and they're doing stuff. So there is a lot. That's a very detailed question, right? I mean, there's a lot of variables in that, okay? Because you've got personalities, you've got, how close are you with your parents? How close can you continue to be? What boundaries get drawn? You want to try to spend time with everybody for every holiday, depending on, now we all live close to each other, so that's not hard to do. But if you don't have family that lives that close, like how do you balance that? And that's one of those things that you really discuss in pre-marriage counseling, which I think we did. But even after discussing, like, you still have to navigate all that, right? In real time sometimes, It's like, like, mommy always keeps track of that kind of stuff. It's like, I would always forget, okay, whose house did we go to for Easter last year? Okay, we're going to swap it this year. And we've kind of, over the years, gotten into a little bit more of a routine. So, like, Easter will be at mommy's side of the family because Thanksgiving is primarily at my side because my brother's in town. Mm-hmm. And then Christmas is kind of a mix because then we go to my brother's after Christmas, or depending how the schedule works out. We travel to Missouri.
But we didn't always do that.
We didn't always do that. But that's what we have done for a while, though, because when they lived in Southern Illinois, we went down there and spent the whole day.
But for a long time, we stopped. For like a long time. Yes, we did.
Are you sure?
Yes, we did, because we always had Christmas with Nana and Grandpa, Christmas Eve at their house.
Not always. That was only a year or two.
No, it wasn't.
I'm almost positive.
No, it wasn't.
We had Christmas.
Practically most of my life.
We have Christmas Eve at Granddad's every year.
Yes, but before that, we went to Nana and Grandpa's and had lunch and presents with them. Ask Nana, I swear. Call her up right now. I am not wrong.
You want me to call Nana right now?
Should we do a little voice in?
I don't know.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her she's on here.
I can't not tell her. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
No, because then when she listens to it, she's going to hear herself. And
no way. Fun. Because what if she says something that she is embarrassed about or something? Like, I don't want to do that. No, I'm going to have to tell her. No. I don't know if this will, I don't even know if this will work.
Can we make a bet on it?
Hey, you know what? I can Bluetooth my phone in.
Can we make a bet on it?
Do you think that would work?
Right.
Do you think that would work? I don't think you could hear it if you didn't have your headphones on, though. Headphones on. If I Bluetooth my phone into this.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
Right? I don't know how that works.
Can she not just speak and can I just not hold her to the microphone?
No, I can hold it up. I'm just saying I don't know how well that would sound. We can give it a try, though. I'll cut this out if it doesn't work. This is going to be crazy.
Can you hear it through your headphones?
I can hear a little bit, yeah.
Can I ask the question?
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, I've got you on speakerphone. Abigail and I are recording the podcast, so you are live on the air.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay. Can you hear Abigail okay?
Yeah.
Okay, she's got a quick question for you. Okay. We're trying to settle a little bit of an argument.
Okay.
Okay, Nana, didn't we always do Christmas Eve at your house, like lunch and open gifts with you? We did not always used to go to Uncle Mike and Aunt Annie's. We've been doing that the past couple years. But not always.
We've been doing it for like 6 or 7 years.
Listen to her answer.
Well, yeah, because we went down to Mount Vernon when they were here.
Told you.
Okay, that was like...
you guys never went to Corydon, Indiana, though.
That was only like 1 year, right?
Yeah, they were only there 1 year. You're right.
So when you say always, you're kind of, it's a misnomer.
I said the most of my life.
Well, I mean, we did it. We've only been going to Mike's for about...
Like 4 years.
No, it's been longer than 4 years.
5.
I'm going to guess 6.
6 or 7, told you.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't eat it. It's kind of funny.
We always did it at our house for lunch.
And
we opened gifts.
I'm not
over
saying,
half my life we've been doing that.
Not over half your life.
Okay.
I'm saying
Listen
that... I'm not
a week
saying
from today, I turned 17.
No. I'm not saying that we.
Is 11.
I'm not saying that we didn't do it. I'm
that.
saying that it wasn't always. You keep saying always. We always did this or that.
I said the majority of my life.
Because we used to go to Uncle Mike's. Dad and I used to go by ourselves on Christmas Day. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, but that wasn't for very long.
Oh, we did that quite a few years.
yeah, that's right.
We've only been doing it for 6, and she's almost 17. We would have done it for about 10 or 11, probably.
Oh, I got you. That I literally am saying all
You
of
kept
this.
saying always. I was simply correcting the always statement.
I don't remember ever saying
They've been married 20 years, so we've done something with them for Christmas every year before that.
They've been married
Just tell 'em I was
21
right.
years because they got married a month after we did.
That's right, 21.
They had to copy us.
Right.
I'm just joking. All right.
Well, I was right.
Thank you. No, you were partially correct.
They are coming.
Oh,
they
well.
Are?
Okay, good. You don't have to talk about that over the podcast. I just want.
Well, no, I wanted.
Podcast, seriously?
You are on the podcast right now.
While she was on the phone, I'm glad she said that. Thanks, Nana.
You can't do that.
That's why I told you before I let you talk.
I thought you were kidding.
No, Abigail literally wanted me to do this without you even knowing you're on the podcast.
Yeah, so he was being generous.
Okay, thank you.
We love you.
All right, love you, Mom.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think that came through all right.
I say to keep it.
Oh my gosh, that was our first call in.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. So anyway, all right. So you're partially correct.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question? Now I'm completely. I don't even know what the question was anymore. It was how has things changed?
Change as you get older. I feel like that's a good.
Oh no! You asked
message.
about when you get married, how things. Yeah. So
I think it's.
That's going to be different for everybody, but that's
communication,
and you have to navigate, and you have to try to. You can't please everybody, but
that's a good point
and
to
also
make,
it's like, you know what? Maybe it depends. If hopefully you've got healthy family connections with your parents and siblings and stuff, and you want to be with them. I mean, some people don't have that, right? So that's all stuff you got to navigate as husband and wife, as spouses. So yeah, good question. That was a really good question.
Throughout change, prayer is important.
100%. Got to keep God in the center. That's exactly right.
So if you're definitely struggling with that, I would definitely pray about that. It's a big topic. I feel like we kind of take for granted how, like...
I think so, too.
I'm not saying things are, like, super easy in our family. We're so blessed to have, like...
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Both the sides so close. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're closer with our extended family than most average people are.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but we are close.
It just feels like it.
Yeah, we are
know.
very close.
I'm just very thankful for that.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What other fun? Okay, we're going to do some rapid-fire Thanksgiving-themed questions, just for fun.
All right.
What is one thing Jesus has taught you this year that you're most thankful for?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, these are deeper than I remember them being. Not deeper, but just, like, not, like,
Did you come up with these, or was this AI?
I don't really remember.
I'm not sure that I could think of something specific off the top of my head. I mean, I feel like God's opening my eyes a little bit more how my brain and my personality works, which helps me to kind of make some adjustments and stuff a little bit. I don't know if that's kind of the answer to your question at all, but...
Is it from doing the Enneagram?
No. I mean, that was one tiny little thing that kind of helped. But no, I've been coming across some videos just describing a little bit more of like how my personality, I mean, you could almost call it ADHD, I guess. We've talked about this before.
You should just get tested. Just for
tested?
Yeah.
I don't have to get tested.
No, but like just to see if like you're right. Like you think you do have it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't need to get tested.
I mean, it wouldn't matter if you did or didn't. I'm just saying, I think it'd be interesting
But just
know.
from the stuff that people describe on how my brain works and stuff, I'm like, man, I'm really starting to understand some of this a little bit more. So I feel like God's been opening my eyes to some of that. Not to like, I don't know, not to be like, oh my gosh, I wish my brain didn't work that way. But if the more you understand how your brain works, you can make adjustments or figure, you know what I mean? Like kind of be a little bit more at peace about some things. And so, I'm not always really good at planning ahead, so it's like, you know what, I got to really consciously, make plans to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to be more aware of that and plan that out and do the best that I can. So, which as youth pastor, not always planning ahead kind of turns around and bites you. So, anyway, you can't always be fly by the seat of your pants, even though that's where I thrive. But how about you?
I would say for me, I think God's kind of taught me that, like, some things are only for a season, and that's okay.
Oh, that's good.
Whether it
like
be,
what?
like, friendships or hardships for me this past year, I would say some friendships, and then I would say sports. I feel like I kind of took a big...
Oh,
those were only
is that something you want to talk about?
A season. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. You act like it's some big traumatic thing that happened.
Well, I mean, it's a big change. Like, you used to be a 3-sport athlete.
I did.
And now you're a 0-sport athlete. Like, that's...
I'm a NARP.
You're a what?
Non-athletic irregular person.
Non-athletic regular... Is that a real thing, or you just made that up?
I got it from Hayden or someone.
Oh, okay.
But no, I still love staying active and working out.
Oh, no, without a doubt, right.
Running and walking, like all the things. I still love that, but not
laziness
being,
is not in your vocabulary.
Not being put down to like a sport has definitely been really eye-opening for me, and God's taught me a lot of things. I've got to pursue different things. I don't know, I just... caused me to be thankful for a new season, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Definitely a big change going from 3 to 2 to 1, like just one by one kind of. But yeah, I would definitely say friendships obviously change every year of high school, every year of school in general with different classes and how we see people, especially now that we got our licenses.
Right, that's tough.
We're kind of all going in our different directions.
Speak to that just a little bit. Like what, Are there regrets you have that friendships have changed? Or are there things that you could have done different? Or is it just kind of one of those things where people just grow up and grow apart?
I think it's definitely one of the things where people grow up and grow apart. I would say if I didn't have Hayden, it would be much harder. But since I feel like I have my best friend, like my person, like I feel like we're not, like we've always been together. So I feel like, not that that's like my safety net, but like I don't have to fear of like having no friends because I know I like have her.
Gotcha.
And I still have like my other friends. We just may go through seasons where we're not as close, which is okay. Like,
no, sure.
They're super busy, I'm busy, and then we'll go through seasons where we are close and we do hang out more. It's just like different for everyone, and I think
and
these
changing
years
up,
show who's like actually real, who's gonna stay, who's not fake, all those
and
things.
changing up sports, you're
Exactly.
not around the same people all the time like you used to be and stuff. So that makes a change too.
And I've gained like new friendships through work and through church and other things that I'm in. So yeah, I've gotten close to some people at church, some people in youth groups. So it's just been different and fun. Like friendships are changing, seasons are changing. Yeah.
It's good.
So I would say God's taught me to not like be fearful of the change, but to like accept it and know that like, yeah, some things are only around for a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to put it.
Which verse about gratitude or God's faithfulness has carried you lately? That one's kind of hard.
That
was kind of a random, like, what kind of verse? I did put some nice verses on here. We have Thessalonians 5:18, which says, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you." Then we have Psalm 100, verse 4. "Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and bless his name." I feel like these verses are very commonly
That's good.
put out at Thanksgiving, but I love how our church is always talking about Thanksgiving and praise all year round. We're a big like praise and worship kind of church, so I love those verses, especially when it comes to Thanksgiving. So those have kind of carried me lately, just even when you're down, even when you're going through a hard season, just entering his gates with thanksgiving and praise will always be the best option.
Sorry, I'm looking up a verse here. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, while you're...
Ooh, the next question's a good one, too. Oh, no.
It's not a good one?
No, I almost lost it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's back.
All right, so this isn't necessarily... I mean, it's kind of about being thankful a little bit, but... My brethren... Oh, sorry, this is James 1, verse 2 through 4. "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." So that's talking about no matter what trials we go through in life, which, like you said, we go through seasons, we go through ups and downs, we go through trials, whatever that may look like. Changing jobs, losing jobs, falling apart from friends, like growing apart from friends, changing stuff in your family, like we talked about losing a family member. These can be trying times, right? And so, but the word says, count it all joy. That doesn't mean that we are happy about the trial, but count it joy, knowing that God will strengthen us through it, right? So whatever changes in life, whatever comes your way, that God will give you strength through it. So count that joy, knowing that that trial will produce patience and greater faith in your life. So
I love that. That's really good. So I like that verse.
There you go. That's just what popped in my head when you asked that question. So
no, that's good. All right, where have you seen God's provision in a surprising or unexpected way this year? I feel like some of these questions are like New Year, wrap up the year kind of questions.
Doubt.
But I mean, we're kind of pretty much there.
Not quite. We still got a month left. Okay, so ask that one more time.
Where have you seen God's provision in a surprising or unexpected way this year?
God's provision in a surprising or unexpected way. I mean, I feel like God always meets us where we're at. Like I always think when we pray as a family, like God always provides, right? When we talk about this kind of stuff, because we've gone through some vehicle issues lately, having some repairs and some different things pop up, a new air conditioner this past summer. Like we've had a lot of stuff come up, but I know that God always makes a way. God always provides, so. Yeah. Anyway, that's just... I
would say...
And that provision can be through,
Oh, yeah, in so many different
blessing,
ways, not just money.
Exactly right. So, we just had Pastor Appreciation, and we had some church members, bless us with some gift cards and some gifts and stuff, and that's gigantic blessing, birthday gift, like just a different thing, just whatever it is, or even just a family member helping out with things. And so, God always provides and always meets our needs. So, but I also want to learn to be more, a better steward of the money that He's blessed us with too, right? I can always learn in those areas too. Yeah. So
I think we're going to have an episode on that soon.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No, yeah. I think it'd be fun to talk about. I feel like it's something, it's kind of like I wouldn't call it a spiritual discipline, but something like.
It's definitely a discipline, that's for sure.
Like something, yeah.
Yeah.
That God talks about in the Bible and we need to be careful with. But that's just a little sneak peek for later.
That's a good one. Write that down. Yeah. Did you write it down?
Yeah, no, I have like the outline kind of ready.
Nice. Okay, good.
By that, I just mean the title. For me, I would say the first thing that comes to mind this year, especially since this is my first year like actually working, having like a real big kid job. And having to like pay for some extra things. I know my car, I don't remember what happened to it this summer. I can't remember. I want to say it was something with the brakes. I don't remember. But it was my first like car bill that I had to pay for, or car payment, and it was a decent amount. And I mean, I had the money. I was blessed to have been working and having saved up that money, but it was definitely hard to like let that go. I'm pretty sure it like emptied a decent amount of my savings account. Just like stuff like that, it was hard. But then, I kid you not, like a week later, I was still like praying about it and I was still tithing. Like a week later, I got a message from my boss at the bank saying like the bank won an award and all the employees got like a little
that's
bonus.
right. That's
and I'm
right.
just like, oh my gosh, like this is
Praise
so
God.
Yes. Like,
yes.
And that was like a good chunk of my bill, or a good like a whole nother week's pay or whatever. It was a huge blessing. So I've seen God do little things like that throughout this year, and I would definitely say just also blessings. I'm so blessed to have like friends and family who like, which they don't need to always do this, but are always like paying for stuff for us. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
Like it's just sometimes I don't take that for granted, but like sometimes it's not as much seen as like if someone gives you money or something like that. Right. But those are definitely something that does not go like unnoticed or unknown. Like we're just so blessed to have family who are always blessing us and paying for us, and friends who like randomly get stuff for, like it's just, I don't know, it's just a blessing. So I would definitely say I've seen God's provision in all of those ways this year, through people.
Praise God.
And just through
that's good
different circumstances. Yeah. So to wrap up, we've got one more question. What habit or blessing in your spiritual life are you most thankful to God for right now?
What habit or blessing in your spiritual life are you most thankful for? I don't know if you'd call it a habit. It's definitely a blessing. I mean, I feel like we're very plugged in and involved. I know I'm on staff at the church, but even if I wasn't, like we are very involved, very consistent in coming to church on Sundays and Wednesday nights. And I don't know. I just love our church family and love the it's just how edifying it is to be encouraged by one another. And I don't know if that a habit of coming to church every Sunday.
Yeah,
I mean, that can be a habit.
Of a weird phrased question, but no,
that's something that I'm super, super thankful for because we have an amazing church family.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to bounce off that and say a similar answer. I would definitely say it's a blessing that, like, I enjoy doing children's ministry so much.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can, obviously, Sundays can get hard with different, like, kids and stuff like that, but I can definitely say there's never, like, once where, like, I'm dreading teaching that day or doing something like that. Like, I've just been super thankful that I have that blessing and that opportunity to help out with children's ministries and get to do that. And I have like a desire and a love for it. Yeah. So I think that's been a blessing.
Well, and I've heard from more than one person that they absolutely love having you back there, that you're a wonderful to serve with back there. So
I love it. It's very fun.
But I don't remember the question exactly, but I'm going to mention something else to piggybacking off what you just said. A blessing, I would say, over the past couple of years is just our students in our youth ministry, because I mean, I've been on staff long enough to know, or been involved with youth ministry long enough. Like we've had seasons where we've only had 8 or 10 students, right? And you pour into them, you help them draw closer to God, and we do church the same way we would do with anybody. But the more kids you have, it obviously changes the dynamic, right? And I feel like the last few years we've just had a really good group of kids who are more and more excited about Jesus. And I just love it because that, I mean, honestly lights my fire too, right? When you've got students that come in that are excited about learning and growing and being together, like there'd be Wednesday nights, I mean, almost every Wednesday night, if I let them, we'd have kids here till midnight, just hanging out and talking. Yeah. I absolutely love that. Because we've had seasons of youth ministry that wasn't the case. I mean, we've had times where service is over, kids hang out for a second, and next thing you know, like you're locking up at 8:30 because everybody gone, right? Whereas now it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 9:10. Everybody go home. Like we gotta, we gotta lock up, right? And I don't think this has anything to do with it all with your question, but just piggybacking off what you're saying, I'm just super excited and stoked about the season that we're in youth ministry, and it gets me more and more excited as students get excited about Jesus. And we've got a couple students that, man, they just come up, not always every week, but every other week almost, just asking some great questions like, Pastor Matt, what do you think about this? Or what about this? And so I'm like, man, those are good questions. Let's talk about it. And so I absolutely love when students are excited about stuff and excited about Jesus and asking questions about God, about their relationship with him. And anyway, just, I don't, maybe that's off topic, but I'm super excited about it and super thankful for that. So
yeah. Well, I really enjoyed this episode today, just kind of reminiscing on some family memories and talking about what we're thankful for. I think it's important to not just reflect and be thankful around Thanksgiving. I think right. To praise God and thank him like all year round for everything.
Right. It's kind of the cliche
for
all that thankfulness this time of year, but my goodness, we got to be thankful all the time. Count it all joy, right?
Yes. But no, it's been fun today to reflect and just share what we're thankful for and what we're excited for, what's coming up this Thanksgiving weekend and the holidays to come. So.
So if you get a chance, we'd love to hear about some of your family traditions in the comments section. Maybe if you want to answer those questions we posted at the beginning of the episode, and share this episode with some friends and tell them how thankful you are for them. So
we're super excited for this podcast. We want to continue to have a good impact and make it grow this new upcoming year. We're super excited.
Very excited about that.
Super thankful that we get to do this, and it's just fun. No matter who it reaches, how many people, it doesn't even matter. We're just glad we get to do this and get to shine our light. So thank you guys for tuning in and always listening. So
we appreciate you.
I'm going to go ahead and pray us out. Are you all right with that?
Have at it.
All right. Dear God, thank you so much for this time of year, this special season, Lord. As we give Thanksgiving, we just thank you so much for all that you're doing for us, in our family, in our community, God, in our schools. Thank you just so much for all that you have planned for us in this new, exciting, upcoming year, and just the amazing things you have for this podcast and for each and every one of our listeners up ahead, Lord. I just pray for provision and protection, Lord, and that you'll just lead us on the right path, help us to reach the right people, help us to shine our light. Lord, we just thank you so much for each and every listener. I just pray that you will bless them and help them to have a great holiday season. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Good job. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will catch you next time.